Hi all. We are going to discuss about stock exchange history or stock market history, means India's stock market history in this session. So I would like to give you some insightful information so that you can understand the evolution of stock market in India. So let's talk about it, the history. How it works. See, when we talk about stock market, basically this concept came from English or Dutch company, because in Dutch only, that East India Company, they listed their stock IPO on their Amsterdam Stock Exchange, and that was, I believe, in 16th of century, early 16th of century. So stock market, which is not something new, but we were under regime of British, all right, and they were aware about the stocks tradings and business activities or companies or corporate structures and all, or companies or manufacturing companies and all. So initially they started with fundraising for textile businesses and all, and then later on they thought like, okay, if you can allow people to contribute in a company so that they can invest, and the promoter of the business, they can operate the business. So that was the means model behind this, all right. And then if we talk about now, that the same concept means when the discussion was initiated in India. See, English company, which is East India, of course, East India Company, it was, there was a one act, which is English Companies Act. English Companies Act, which was there, and means as per that act, it was easy process to exchange securities through that particular act. But after that, the same stock before, if you see the structure like Joint Stock Companies Act, also it was there from again British government, not from Indian government. That's what I said. Like we were under British regime. Regime, it means era. It was a British era in India. So at that time, there was a two major acts which we have seen, which is one is 1850 15th acts, and another one is 1857. So as per the both the act, it was allowed to do trading, or it was allowed to exchange securities in the market. So it means at this time it was just movement started about trading and investing, or maybe buying shares in XYZ companies and all. So now if I talk about the Mumbai, as we all know it, Mumbai, it's a very oldest city in India, and it was like means even from British time also, if you see, it was a very strategic place, all right, for maybe trading or investing or financing or all other activities. Not now, but since, as I said, British time, it was a very strategic location, because that location is naturally, which is at a central place. Other side, if you see the caves and lanes of Sahyadri, and at another side, if you see, which is at big sea line, and that sea lane or line which allow Mumbai to export and import in a very extensive way. And that's what, even if you see that place, as I said, it was a very strategic place, all right. And that's when this trading came into picture. So in 1875, the first trading started as a native stock broker. As a native, it means the few people, they just started it as a native. It means local resident, they started and allow investors to invest or gather at one place and to just discuss about it, investments and all. It was just a movement, as I said, it was just a movement. It has means it was started in 1875 century, but later on when the actual means liberalization, sorry, same native broker now, we all know this. Same native broker now will call it as a Dalal Street. Dalal Street. Dalal Street, it means, which is BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange, right? So now that same native broker, which was started in 1875, the same native broker which becomes now Dalal Street. Again, in 1991, the liberalization policy which has been implemented by the, of course, the NC National Congress Party and their collaboration government, along with the Manmohan Singh and PV Narasimha Rao. They were the key person. They took this initiative, and implemented it, and that contributed a lot. After that, again, when the market already, see, the market was already started, and the market was looking, desperately looking for a regulatory body which can help market to stabilize it or put some control in place to avoid any kind of risk or scandals. That was the time, and then finally the government announced regulatory body which is SEBI. SEBI, it means Security Exchange Board of India, which came into existence in 1998. All right. Then after this, after SEBI again came into existence, see, the time was not that much great. Why? I'll tell you. The US and other European countries, they were in recession, or I would say just the internet bubble was busted or on the way of busting, and very means early 2000 to 2008, in between, few lots of global activities happened, and finally a few scandals, Harshad Mehta scandal or Ketan Parekh scandal happened in India, and other part of the world. If you see, in 2008 was the one of the great recession year, and means globally that is known by the global recession time as well. But point here is, see, in spite of all the recessions or scandals and everything, this BSE, means the market which was started in 1875 as a native broker, that market valuation, if you see, which is reached at 78,000 points. The market which is at 78,000 points. On 1979, officially the index value or point was only 100. But same 100 points, if you see, which is at now 78,000. Just imagine the growth and the history, how we have achieved it in spite of big scandals, banking scandals, or businesses failures, even the regulations, weak of regulations and all. We have seen lots of issues, but in spite of that, still market is growing, and in future also, what we believe, this market will continuously achieve another fit and will give more return and opportunities to the people like us who can participate and earn. All right, I hope this session will like you. From an interview perspective, if you ask me, this English Companies Act is important so that you can go through. Then liberalization policy, when it was announced and how it was and how that brought up lots of value addition, or maybe that you can say revolution in Indian economy or market, that you should know it. Of course, sometime maybe interviewer can ask about scandal and recession, how it was, what were the factors, and also that you can look into it. Then finally, means when the Bombay Stock Exchange was started, the date of inception of market operations as a broker, so that you might see it. Correct. But in between, if you see, then NSE also came into existence. I believe NSE came into existence in 1992. That point I forgot. NSE, it was came into existence, and when the NSE came into existence, NAV, it was highly digital, or I would say technologically advanced stock exchange that we have in India. So all that futures, options, or most of the trades that we perform on NSE only. And this one of the Dalal Street, which is one of the oldest stock exchange. But apart from that, we have Ahmedabad Stock Exchange, Chennai Stock Exchange, Pune Stock Exchange. There are many others as well. But the renowns, if you see, we have only two. One is NSE and another one is BSE. All right. So apart from this, you might see other things as well, but I don't want to stretch much on this topic. It was just good to know basis. If you just like this video or content, don't forget to like and share with others, and please follow our YouTube channel for more update or information like this. Let me tell you something. In coming time, we are going to send you the investment banking or stock market bulletin for job updates or market situations or trends and everything. It would be on a monthly or weekly basis as well, and same way we'll have a podcast, dedicated podcast on our channel for all of this content, with maybe different guest, or maybe with same, or else I'll host it. So that's how we have a plan. So don't forget to click on bell icon so they'll get more notifications and all. So thank you very much for watching this. We'll see you next episode. Thank you.